All right. Hey, how's it, everybody? It is a 5 p.m. West Coast time, 2 p.m. Hawaii time, 8 p.m. on the East Coast, and 7 p.m. for our Central Coast people. All right, they're not the Central Coast. They're more like the Fresh Coast. We've already discussed that. I am Mad Statter. This is Chatter with Statter, and it looks like we've got some folks hanging out. Rick, consistent, hey, 720 with the gear. That is right. You know, funny you should say that, Rick. I was just thinking when I was checking the gear earlier that I'm just thinking I really don't want to say what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. We've gotten the 720 with the gear a whole lot, right? And I'm just wondering, like, should I risk it and go back up to the 1080 broadcast and then see if we get the gear? Or, and this is where I don't know what I'm talking about, or am I getting the gear because I'm not at the 1080? Because I can, in theory, broadcast from 1080. I have the technology, but the other technology doesn't always cooperate, or so it would seem, or so it seemed. And so I don't know. Maybe one day I might see if I can get back up to the 1080 so we can have a good system. But on the other hand, I don't know if that's good. It's gooder for everybody. So maybe I should stick with the 720. Anyway, I'm sitting here talking to myself while Darlene comes into the Chatterbox crew saying hello to everybody. All right, rather than listening to me babble, how about we just get this party started? Yeah, Rick, I hear ya. I kind of have that instinct as well. Your inclination is to stay with the 720. It's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. And I'm wondering if maybe I shouldn't, like, just let sleeping dogs lie, sleeping dogs lay, whatever. Just leave sleeping dogs alone. You might be onto something with that one. Hey, Andre, good to see you here in the house. It looks like we've got our usual crew, and thanks so much, Andre, or excuse me, not Andre. I'm used to saying Andre, but thank you so much, Rick, for giving that gift sub to Darlene. Hey, Pussycat, good to see you here on the live stream today. Yes, you caught us. We are on Twitch. Tomorrow, this will be broadcasting on YouTube as the rerun. And if you're catching it on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. And yeah, thanks though for all the twitchy twitchers who are here right now. And Andre, okay, there we go. Thank you for gifting a sub to Pussycat. Speaking of subs, you guys, I have been a little bit busy, and I don't know if you noticed, but I believe we've got a new, yes we do, we've got a new emote. Nothing fancy, but it's kind of pretty. It's a little night runner hibiscus, and I figured out how to grab it from the picture, and so I grabbed it from the picture and I made it into an emote. So now we've got another emote that we can use. It's a very pretty flower, and to go with the pretty flowers, it's always good to have the bees, right? You know how to have the bees. So there we got it. We've got some bees with the flowers. And let's see. So we've got folks coming in and throwing down the flying forks and the flying bees. Speaking of the flying forks, I'm on the verge of thinking about maybe improving that emoji. The super stoked I was going to try to improve, but then I got a little overwhelmed, so I decided not to improve that one. But the flying forks are also on the table for perhaps getting revamped now that I've got a smidge more. Okay, that's too much. A tiny smidge more knowledge of what of what to do things and stuff and stuff. But as we have been witness to, I have been learning all sorts of things and stuff and stuff, and I've been pushing all of my beginner works onto you. So this stream is going to have 2 new little videos that I've got for all y'all. And they're probably the quality of like, oh, hey, look, my 5-year-old made a picture. I'm going to go put it on the fridge. You know, it's that kind of thing. But that's okay. This is what this is all about. And it's all about, you know, showcasing learning efforts and things that are not necessarily the most professional of professionals. Speaking of which, by the way, Darlene, you did say that you were going to have maybe some holo holo that you wanted to share with me. I don't know if you've still got that holo holo somewhere in your back pocket, but if you ever do feel like sharing with me that, send me a link to so we can figure out how to transfer. My email, for those of you who don't know, is madstatter@gmail.com. Let's try that again, okay? madstatter@gmail.com. So, madstatter, all one word. So if you guys have any kind of like driving pictures or videos or things that you want to share with the rest of us, I will be happy to showcase your works. That being said, when you see the works that I produce, you have to understand and know that I'm just a beginner. And so I'm probably not going to make your stuff look like much better than what you've already made your stuff look good or bad. So if you do send me stuff and it's kind of rough, I'll probably be showing the stuff kind of rough because that's what we do here. We show the rough stuff. Absolutely. So, all right, dudes, you guys, you're throwing down all the emotes. And Andre, looks like you threw down some biddies. Thank you so much. All right, so I missed a whole lot while I was babbling about how we're all beginners here. And glad to hear, let's see here. Yesterday, for those of you who were not at Satterbox at the cinema, we watched a very cute little movie called Club Paradise with Robin Williams. And we were afraid we were going to lose Darlene and Rick because of lightning storms, but it looks like the storms are gone now. But you did get lightning and downpours. Today is nice, sunny, 82 over the 85 we had. 82, that's not so bad. That's within, for me, that's within like, you know, acceptable range. 95 is not within the acceptable range though. So let's see here. Rick, the storm put the power off for 25,000 people last night. Wow. And you guys managed to not, lose your power. You guys are super stoked, but unfortunately I think I removed the super stoked from the rotation. Oh wait, no, maybe I didn't. You guys are super stoked. I thought I removed the super stoked, but I guess I did not. And, Kenny, let's see here. Get your GoPro running, head out on the highway, looking for adventure and whatever comes her way. On the verge, Kenny. I haven't gotten the GoPros 100% organized yet, but today I did go and wash my car, so the suction cup will be able to stick better. I've got my tethering. Now the only thing I need to do is apparently I need to download the GoPro app and then have the GoPro and my phone talk to each other, so I can control the GoPro from in the car as opposed to when it's on the roof. So we're on the verge. We are on the verge, without a doubt. And unfortunately for you guys, one of the first things that I'm going to do is I'm going to take that GoPro and I'm going to do the secret squirrel route down the hill, down the beach, to the beach. We've already seen this video. We've already seen the video from my cell phone on the inside of my windshield. But I figured that would be the perfect, because it's kind of a neat little drive, and that'd be the perfect sort of like side by side. Oh my gosh, look how crappy that one was. Oh my gosh, look how much more amazing this one is, kind of thing. And so it's sort of a taste test for our eyes, I guess, is what we're gonna do. And so that's what we're gonna eventually do once I get my cell phone downloaded with the apps. And it looks like eMusic is here. Hey there, eMusic. So good to see you. And let's see here. Rick, Darlene, you did send it. I thought I got it. Shoot. Let me double check my emails. It might have gotten lost in the kerfuffle shuffle. So I will look again. And if I don't have it or can't find it, I will whisper to you to let you know. And so, so there we have it. And, so let's see here. Rick is saying, my bad, the video was really dark, but can send it again. Actually, Rick, you know what? Darlene warned me that it was really dark. And so, but actually, if you could send it, I would be stoked, because maybe we can use maybe your video can be a guinea pig for me to learn how to do color brightening or something. Like maybe with your video, I can maybe learn how to undarken it. How about that? So there we go. And Kenny from the Cove, good to see you here. Yes, indeedy. And Andre, 3.3. No, not the 3.3.1. The one that's the little secret scroll drive from, like, it goes down to Alki. And that at the video, if you remember the video that it went down a hill that was like all forested, and then it came out at the Puget Sound, and the water taxi was coming in, and the city of Seattle skyline was across the water. That's the one that I'm talking about. So, all right, cool. And, okay, so Rick, don't go looking for the video. You never sent it, but you'll put it on the Google Drive. Cool. Yeah, Rick, that would be awesome, because, like I said, you know, I'm not going to promise miracles, but maybe we can work together you can help me learn something, and then maybe I can help make the video better. I'm not promising that. Okay? But you know, we can dream, right? Right? All right. So we're dreaming here. Okay. So now, as mentioned in this long little diatribe rant thing, I've been learning things and stuff, and I found some footage from my Hawaii trip that I hadn't really, I don't think, showed off very much. And so this is a video I created last night, and instead of the 10-minute video that took me 6 hours, this is like a 10-minute video that took me 4 hours. So I'm getting quicker, faster, isher. And hey, Mitchie Mama, good to see you. We've got the gear today. I don't know whether or not your Twitch is twitching, but oh, you're listening on the phone? Awesome. Well, you might want to catch this rerun when you've got time, because I am not saying this is the best video that I'm ever going to make. Nay, that is not what I am saying. But what I am saying is, this is probably the most beautiful footage that I will ever work with to make a video. And so, if you haven't already guessed it, it's Hawaii to Kaneohe via H3, and we're in there's a little bit of a rainstorm and a little bit of a traffic jam. The video goes a little bit slow in spots, but I didn't really speed it up too much, because quite honestly, going so slow off of that road really gives you an appreciation for all of the foliage that is trying to grow back over the road, so to speak. And so yes, so I present to you the latest creation, which, you know, may or may not be good, but it is the goodest footage that I have to work with. So here we have it. Let's go check it out.
Here we are, sitting in this filthy room, and I can hardly breathe tonight, but it's only once a week. Sometimes we get a crowd, sometimes it's just us, but I'm not here complaining, that's just the way it is. Get me something better than this, do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore, no. Get me something better than this. what it is, what it was, what will ever become of all those people who brought us joy and taught us how to love. When we look back at all these days, what happened to those people anyway? How things changed, still remain the same. Get me something better than this, and do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore, no. Get me something better than this, and do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore. Get me something better than this, do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore. Better than this, do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore. Finally, when you receive me in your kingdom, and I'm seeing your face for the first time, I can hardly wait, yeah. There I'll be sailing into the sunset, and take me to your sunrise, where I will live again. Get me something better than this, and do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore, no. Get me something better than this, and do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore. Get me something better than this, and do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore, no. Get me something better than this, and do me something better than this, 'cause I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore.
Radio waves, you got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving. Wake up in the morning with my favorite DJ. It's got me moving and grooving. Oh, what a beautiful day. It's like the birds singing a song. Everybody wants to sing along. The radio waves got me moving and grooving. When they play the rock and roll, it reminds me one of rock out soul. His name was Jimi Hendrix. He was the king of guitar, rocking and rolling under the stars, playing the Star-Spangled Banner. And it was on the radio waves, oh oh, radio waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking, grooving. Radio waves, oh oh, radio waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving. When they play the reggae music, oh Lord, I can't refuse it. Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Jimmy Cliff, yeah. Words of wisdom given, oh love, peace and happiness, equal rights and justice, oh world unity. And it was on radio waves, oh oh, radio waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving. And it was on radio waves, oh oh, radio waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving. Music, sweet music, I can't refuse it. The music is the love in my heart and soul. Music, sweet music, a universal language. give me the rock and the funky beat. I play the reggae and move my feet, skanking on. I do my DJ song, skanking on. I do my DJ song. I miss the DJ play me the song, because the whole wants to sing along. It doesn't matter what you play, as long as you rock it steady, I say. I give it the rock and the funky beat. I play the reggae and move my feet, skanking on. I do my DJ song, skanking on. I do my DJ song. Ready waves, oh oh, ready waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving. Ready waves, oh oh, ready waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving. Ready waves, oh oh, ready waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving. Ready waves, oh oh, ready waves. You got me rocking and funkin' and skanking and grooving.
Down Kaneohe, ho'i kahale, kahola he pai. Egg and ukulele playing at the show. Let's all go to the Pono. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's all go to the Pono. Don't hurt anyone, cause it's a sin. Love Kaneohe is the way to begin. Empty out the heaven, lele kaleva. Let's all go to the Pono. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's all go to the Pono. Let's go. Let's all go to the Pono. Let's go. Let's all go to the Pono. Malama your ohana and malama your friends. Malama yourself and malama again. Junk and a pole, I got a show. Let's all go to the Pono. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's all go to the Pono. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's all go to the Pono.
On shorelines walk, recalls the past, and the children with their sand, castles in the sand. And on the ridge the old man knew, looking upon the ocean's blue, the whales are rising, just passing through my mind again. And I'd give thanks for what I can see. wishing you were here with me. Together we'd be the family, just you and me. Bound for love, may the road we ride last forever. We'll go down to McKenna and fall into our dreams again. Bound for love, I will only see what you've given me, and on the shorelines of this beach I'll see you again. Wondering how we survived the rain, how they all scattered and we remain. One of those things I just can't explain, so we called it love. And what's a man supposed to do when the dreams he dreams don't come true? And the love he has, well, it isn't true. He starts to cry again, again. Bound for love, may the road we ride last forever. We'll go down to McKenna and fall into our dreams again. Bound for love, I will only see what you've given me, and on the shorelines of this beach I'll see you again. In a silhouette I can see all the love you've given me, but darling, there's no apologies, no regrets, no sad goodbyes. Making you happy was my first need. We love life, we share the seed. Together, oh, it's just you and me. So dream, McKenna, dreams with me. Bound for love, may the road we ride last forever. We'll go down to McKenna and fall into our dreams again. Bound for love, I will only see what you've given me, and on the shorelines of this beach I'll see you again, again. Oh, bound for love, may the road we ride last forever. We'll go down to McKenna and fall into our dreams again. Bound for love, I will only see what you've given me, and on the shorelines of this beach I'll see you again. And on the shorelines of this beach I'll see you again.
All right, there we have it. That's my little masterpiece for the H3 highway. So, let's see here. I don't know what. I don't know what is going on here with my my auto mod bot, but Pussycat, you seem to be getting caught up with some very innocent terms. So yeah, sorry that you're very questionable today. I don't know why the robot thinks you're being questionable, but whatever. It looks like a couple things that Pussycat posted. The auto mod was just like, I'm feeling uptight today. I'm not sure this is okay. And it's just like, dude, she was just talking about how much she liked Lono. Why? What? Like, whatever. So artificial intelligence is a little bit confused today. So just be patient, folks. If what you're typing doesn't show up right away, chances are, if you're not a jerk, if you're part of the usual crowd and you know the rules, chances are you just confused the moderating bot, and we'll take you. We'll get you. Yeah, I know you're being a bad kitty. I guess I would not say that you're being a bad kitty. Speaking as somebody who used to go by the name Bad Kitty online, one bad kitty to another, what you're doing ain't nothing. And hey, C Honda, good to see you. I am so happy you're here today to catch an actual live stream. Normally, C Honda is like one of the first people to comment on the reruns, but today it looks like she is able to join us here. And so for Poppy Shaney and C Honda, I would like to just throw a couple things down for you because you might not know this. We have got 2 brand new emotes. That's right. We've got a Fancy Pants Hibiscus emote, and we've got the half-fast emote. We're not going to talk too much about the origins of half-fast, but let's just say that most of the things that get done on this stream might be classified as half-assed. Yeah, there you have it. So feel free to use the new emotes. Yeah, see, Honda, 2 of them are new. The half-fast one, I think, came out last week, and then the hibiscus one, I believe today is the first day that it was available. Yeah, today was the first day it was available. I made it last night, and for some reason Twitch just allowed it without having to like okay it, whereas the half-fast one, it like went into a couple days worth of, we are going to decide whether or not it's an acceptable emote, and they eventually decided it was an acceptable emote. But then when I made the hibiscus one, it was accepted right away. So I don't know what that's all about. I guess maybe an obvious flower is just a flower, and so the AI knows that, but it took a little while to figure out what the donkey was all about. I don't really know. I'm not the Twitch's algorithm or the Twitch's robot, so there you go. And Kenny from the Cove, it ain't slow, it ain't fast, it's half fast. And no, actually, Kenny wrote, you know the rest. But here's the deal, Kenny. You know that I didn't know the rest. You were the one who had to come in to the rescue with the actual saying, because I butchered that joke the first time I tried to do that. And so yeah, without you, Kenny, that half-fast emote would probably have never been made. So that's right, Andre, bots do work in mysterious ways. So excuse me. So yeah, we've got ourselves some new emotes. Just finished with the new video, and let's see here. Another thing that I've been doing lately. Oh yeah, actually, another thing I've been doing lately is watching PhotoLuke on his Hawaii trip. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar, and I think you guys are, PhotoLuke Hawaii is a content creator that's on both YouTube and on Twitch. However, I believe he's only releasing his vacation videos on his YouTube channel. And right now, PhotoLuke and his family are on Hawaii Island, Hilo side, and every day PhotoLuke is coming out with a new video. And all I can think of is he's going to need a vacation after his vacation, because he is basically doing nothing but working the whole flipping time he's there. Now, I know that I don't know what I'm doing. which takes things a little longer. But I also know part of video editing is reviewing footage you've got, and that just takes time, and then deciding what clips you're gonna use. And I don't care how good you are, that just takes time. I mean, that literally takes time. And so I'm not so sure that PhotoLuke is sleeping on his trip. Now, obviously, I'm not on his trip. I'm in Seattle, and so maybe he is sleeping. But I'm a little bit confused as when he has time for it. And Andre, it's nice to know where he is, because I know that area so well. He needs to get sponsored by KTA Big Island. Yeah, totally. I've never heard of the store KTA, but it's basically what PhotoLuke's been living off of. And I have to say, I can totally appreciate that logic, because a lot of people, when they go on vacation, they spend a lot of money doing, going to nice restaurants, etc. And I can appreciate why people do that. But honestly, like when I was on Oahu in June, okay, so I did go to like a real restaurant with Michi Mama and Wild Willie and Carol. And I did go to a real restaurant with my real estate agent, and I did go to a real restaurant with Andy. But other than that, I ate off the leftover food from the real restaurants, and I pretty much ate Spam musubi or other random stuff that I got at the ABC stores. Because it's just like, why do I need to spend $1 quadrillion on food? I'm not here for the food. I did not travel to Hawaii for the food, right? And so, so it's like, why do I need to spend a whole bunch of money when I can just go grab a bento box for $6, for $5? So yeah, I don't know. And so, eMusic, okay, KTA equals Kitagawa. I think, I'm sure I massacred that, but Kitagawa is how I'm going to say it. And you think that was the founder's name? I had never heard of those stores, but they looked like stores that I would have been very happy to be familiar with had I run across one of them when I was on Oahu. Then again, I only drove by, I think, one Don Quixote when I was in Oahu, and that was kind of weird. And I didn't even stop in, which in retrospect, I'm kind of bummed I didn't, but I didn't. So there you go. And let's see here. Yeah, Pussycat, yeah, Luke definitely spends a ton of time editing, obviously. I mean, he has to, right? And Darlene, it's been so hot everywhere, according to the maps and weather reports. Everywhere is breaking temperatures, making records. Not everywhere. Right now, Seattle is like at 75 degrees or something like that. I have to tell you, I haven't had to turn on my air conditioner. I've just been able to leave my front and back doors open for the cross breeze, etc. This week has been probably the best weather week that that I've had in a long time in July. Because normally July is like super stupid hot in Seattle, and it is it's a nice little warm month. And next week it's going to be 90, so that's going to suck. But like this last week, if I was Mother Nature, I would have created the exact weather pattern of last week. And see, eMusic is also in the most perfect time, or not time zone, temperature zone, 75 degrees. Now, plenty of people do not like it when I say this, but I'm going to say it anyway because this is what I believe. If I was Mother Nature and I could control all the weather for me, weather would be between 57 degrees and 75 degrees, and that would be it. Because I like it mild and moderate. And so, let's see here. Darlene, you're saying that the humidity is what gets to you, but it's summer. You just don't remember so many extreme hot days. Well, I think we might know that you might have been right about not remembering it, because it's sort of a new trend, isn't it? Yeah. Andre, it's only 64 in Oakland. 64 is good, but I would prefer closer to 70s when it comes July time. Now, if this was May, 64 would be ideal. Ideal. And Kenny from the Cove, no, see, this is not ideal. 7:30 p.m., 99 degrees in Temple, Texas. Seriously, you need a trip to Buc-ee's. Yeah, I bet. Now, Kenny, let me ask you, because Texas is a huge place with very different weather patterns. So, Temple, Texas, is that one of the areas of Texas that has high humidity, the way like Houston does? Or is Temple, Texas more of a drier heat like West Texas? I mean, El Paso's in West Texas, and El Paso is kind of humid, but anyway, how much humidity is in that 99 degrees is what I'm asking. And, let's see here. Pussycat, it's been freaking hot in Daytona Beach, Florida today. When we get no rain in the afternoon, we roast. Yeah, you know, I've always been amazed at how regular rainfall seems to come in super hot places. And, yeah, seriously, if you're used to like an evening rain shower to cool things off, and then that doesn't happen, and then there's the next day and it doesn't happen. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Where's my rain? Even though it's hot rain and it brings the humidity, I don't care. I still need the rain. And okay, so Kenny, the humidity here is really bad. You were sweating so hard. Yeah, hydroplaned right off the commode into the bathtub. Nice. That sounds dangerous. I could see how that would happen, actually. So then Kenny is in the humidity, humid area of Texas. And Andre, remember to buckle up for safety on your toilet. That's hysterical. And let's see here. So Michi Mama is saying that Kitagawa family owned the Chevy dealership as well. Oh, okay. Sounds like they diversified their assets. Good deal. Excelente. All right. So 99 does not include the high humidity. That kind of sucks, dude. That really totally sucks, actually. But now that we're talking about summer, because we are talking about summer, sorta. It's a little bit of a weird segue. We are going to take our Lono listening break, and this song is sort of about summer. Well, it's got the word summer in the title. So let's take a Lono break, shall we?
Okay, let's do it. Blue Eyes, summer. Maui Meadows way. It's been 4 years since I've been on my own. It's all behind me, this broken relationship I wore. I'm surrounded by 4 walls, but I ain't got you. Tell me what it takes just to be with you. Give me just a hand and I'll know too. Break, 'cause I ain't got you. Down on the sand and there I go once again, thinking about you, trying to make this dream come true. And all the while the bright sunshine make my thoughts go weird. I'm going in, I'm gonna swim and be free again. It's a sunset, baby, here tonight. You can come over and make it right. And it's a schooling that's holding me back. Baby, I can't wait. So we'll count all the lonely days they keep going by. When you took off your Ray-Bans, Let me stare into your deep blue eyes. Baby, baby, what am I supposed to do? I'd be holding you in my arms tonight. Living, just living since I met you. Sail over to my house, eyes are blue, just a little bit closer. Send me those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes. Send me those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes. Send me, gonna climb the mountain to the little town, gonna see the girl in the little greenhouse, gonna make my way through night and day, just a little bit closer. Send me through the window, I see her looking out at me in her cut-off jeans. Yeah, I really, really need it. Is it just that I feel so good inside? Just a little bit closer. Send me those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes. Send me those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes. Send me, gonna climb that mountain to the little town, gonna see the girl in the little greenhouse, gonna make my way through night and day, just a little bit closer. Send me through the window, I see her looking out at me in her cut-off jeans. Yeah, I really, really need it. Is it just that I feel so good inside? Just a little bit closer. Send me those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes. Send me those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes of summer, those blue eyes. Send me those blue.
Oops, didn't mean to leave you on the palm there. I guess Lono was saying talk to the hand. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. So, and where? Good to see you. You've been Kay. All right, then. And it looks like Picola T is also here again. Fantastical. All right, so we're talking about Vans shoes. We're talking about skateboarding. We're talking about high humidity. Talking about the blue eyes of summer. And let's see here. Andre, Chuck Taylor's, the original skateboard shoes. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that's true. I mean, obviously, they were the original shoes used for skateboarding before Vans came out. But they weren't made for skateboarding, whereas Vans were made for skateboarding. So, like, the Chuck Taylors were the original basketball shoe. There's no two ways about that. Not a good basketball shoe, but they were still the original basketball shoe. But I wouldn't really say that they were the original skating shoe. They were the shoe that originally skaters used a lot before Vans. But I'm going to say that if I get to deem things, and I don't, but if I did, I would say that the Vans would be the original skating shoe, even though the Chucks were used before the Vans. Yeah, I know it doesn't make sense, but whatever. So let's see here. Poppy Shaney delighting us with the tales of high desert arguments versus low desert arguments, when we all really know, all y'all just in the desert, man. So Poppy Shaney, the high desert person, said, you people in the low desert get the monsoon weather. The low desert said, you get the cold temps in the winter, with many other negatives about their respective deserts, just like Sam Kinnison said, it's sand. Dude, seriously, that was exactly what I was thinking, was just like, well, it's like the high desert people get cold, and then the low desert people, yep, there you go. So let's see here. And Pakolati, Hush Puppies were your first real pair of shoes. Gosh, you know what? I remember the Hush Puppies back in the day, and they had such a cute little logo with their long-eared, whatever, beagle. No, not beagle. You know, bloodhound. Is it a bloodhound with the long ears? Anyway, Hush Puppies, they were so cute. I always wanted Hush Puppies, but I never had a pair. And let's see here. And Kenny from DeCove, I'm pretty sure it's physically impossible for Lono to make bad music. That's a talented bugger that all his music jams. You know, Kenny, obviously I'm very biased. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. But I totally agree. And here's the deal. Here's what bugs me. Here's what bugs me about Lono's music. I honestly say it is universally acceptable to everybody. I've yet to meet anybody who doesn't like it. And hey, FoxPit55, good to see you. Excellent. Hang out for a little bit. Thanks for the biddies. Awesome. So as I was saying, what bugs me about Lono's music is it's universally palatable, which normally, under any circumstance, if somebody said to me, you're gonna like this, everybody likes it, I would just be like, well, then I am cellularly obliged not to like it, because that's how I am. And yet, here I am. You can't not like it. It is. And it's like, oh, well, you don't like that one song? That's fine. Pick a different one. Oh, well, what style do you want? Do you want this, that, tether, or other? Because he does them all. Well, maybe not all the styles, but, you know, a lot of styles. So, yeah, universally appealing, and I don't mean that as an insult, even though normally, if I use that phrase, I would kind of mean it as an insult, which I don't when it comes to Lono, because it's universally appealing and it's really good music, man. But I think you guys probably already know that. So a little bit of a Lono soapbox moment there. So, oh my goodness gracious, we have got ourselves a hype train. Cindy Krause, thank you for the biddies. Andre, thank you again for the biddies. Darlene, thank you for the biddies. And Andre, again, thank you for the biddies. Foxpick, dude, you show up and like the party gets really jamming. All right, so I'm gonna throw down a whole bunch of emotes to say thank you. And then I'm also going to show off the brand new emotes for folks who might have missed the news. We've got 2 new emotes. They're the hibiscus and the half-fast emotes. So feel free to throw down all the new emotes that you want. And Kenny, thank you so much for the biddies. And is it basset hounds? Pussycat. We raised basset hounds when I was a little kid. We kept the male puppy and named him Shakespeare. That is so cute. Is it basset hounds though? Maybe it is. Is it basset hounds? Oops, sorry guys. Is it basset hounds with the long ears? That was the hush puppy, puppy, so to speak. And we've got some celebratory cupcakey bits, and we've got love and heart bits from Darlene and Andre. Thank you so much. Yeah, making it rain the biddies up here. Abso-flippin'-lutely, you guys. It's craziness. So, yeah, Foxbit, you've got a sub, so you get to throw down all the bits. Emotes. I was getting words confused. You can throw down the bees. You can throw down the flowers. You can throw down my favorite one, which is the haha, because even though it's mean to laugh at people, I have an emote so you can laugh at me or other people that come on our stream and who want to sell all of us new followers and things like that. So anytime a little robot or a troll or whatever comes on and wants to sell followers, feel free to throw down the haha emote. Like I said, it's rude to laugh at people, except for when you're laughing at me, because that's what this is all about. But when they're stonky bots, then you can laugh at them all you want. So there you have it. And Picola T's going to tell us a story that's going to make all of us, well, maybe just me, but all of us jealous. When I saw Lono perform at the Maui Arts Center, the interviewer asked him what genre his music would be labeled. Lono, in a long explanation, replied that his musical style really can't be labeled because he doesn't fit into one particular category or box. Yes. Andre, thank you for the 200 biddies, and that is 100% true. You know, you've got his earlier catalog, which is, you know, all in English language. It's a lot of love songs, a lot of island love songs, some country influence in there with the steel guitar, the slide guitar. Then, you know, there's some older songs that he's got that verge on hip hop. And then, of course, there's his entire Hawaiian traditional catalog. And then there's just the random other stuff that sort of is Hawaiian traditional, but also kind of not. And just, yeah, he is a very versatile performer, without a doubt. And that is why we love Lono here. And I'm sure most of you know, because how can you not hang out here for very long and not know this, but Lono is the one who provides basically all of the music here. If you hear a song that isn't a Lono tune in particular, what that actually means is that song is a song that Lono produced and gave me permission to use as well. So even if it's not Lono's voice that you're hearing, that doesn't mean that he didn't have a finger in the production. In fact, he did the production, which is why we're playing him here on this channel. And let's see here. Looks like so okay, hold on. eMusic is saying the lace up back, then no slip on yet. Pretty sure I'm older than you, so early shoes only. Okay, I'm not sure what you guys are talking about other than maybe skateboard shoes, but I'm very intrigued. I might have to scroll back to find that out later on. And let's see here. Yeah, Vans talks, yeah, exactly. And Andre, yeah, Lono is such a nice guy and a great artist, and he's so generous with all of the content creators that need some sort of music in the background. PhotoLuke, Andy Bumatai, Brada Bruce, me, I'm sure I'm forgetting somebody else, but he has generously donated all of his catalog to us. And so anytime you can go support LonoMusic, LonoMusic.com, that's where you're going to find his lyric sheets to help you translate some of the songs and things that he sings. Lyric sheets are also great. There's some historical footnotes within a lot of these songs. And of course, that is where you can go buy all of his albums. So, Cindy, you could listen to Lono for hours because he does so many styles that it never gets boring. Exactly. I mean, if you're in, you know, if you're in the mood for a sad song, he's got one. If you're in the mood for a wistful song, he's got one. If you're in the mood for a rockin' good time, let's just get this party started song, he's got one of those too. I mean, he's got more than just one. But anyway, he's just an amazing musician. But you know, I think we all know that by now, right? I think we're all part of the Lono fan club here, it seems. Yeah, Foxpit, Lono is cool. Clap, clap, Lono. That's exactly it. Michi Mama, oh my goodness, thank you for the 300 bits. And I do believe somebody else, Michi Mama, 100 bits. Thank you so much. I knew I missed that one. So you guys are so flirpin' amazing today. I can't even believe it. All right, now we are going to switch gears just a little bit. Lono, as you guys know, is from the islands, and Lono, as you guys probably know, just like most people who grew up on the islands, is a little bit of a surfer. And so, yeah, that's going to be my transition. We're going to talk about Lono, and now we're going to talk about surfing, sort of. There's this surfer named Kai Lenny. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's from Maui. He's getting to be more and more well-known throughout, not just throughout the circuit of surfing, but actually mainstream. And Kai Lenny had an article written about him in the New Yorker back in May 2022. I actually thought I was going to read that particular article out loud. I've got this narration thing. I'm going to be building a studio so I can start doing some narration. And I thought that I would start practicing narration with this particular article about Kai Lenny. And it just so happens with the amazing South Shore swells that were going on this past week or two, there's been some footage that popped up of Kai on surfing on Maui, and it just so happens the footage that they have of Kai from just a couple weeks ago lasts pretty much exactly the amount of time that I have for the tiny little bit that I've narrated for the article. The article actually is like 8 pages long. I only narrated the first 2 paragraphs. However, I would like to present to you this little thing that I did all by myself. Except for it's not all by myself because the article was written by somebody else. The article that I'm reading was written by somebody else, and the video footage was like taken by somebody else. But I put it all together, so I stole a bunch of stuff just so I could, say I did it. There you go. Here we go. Watching Kai Lenny surf at Peahi, a big wave spot off the north coast of Maui, is slightly heart-stopping. You may have seen it on video, but that doesn't prepare you for the velocity, the impossible confidence of a heartbreaking turn at the top of an enormous wave, often right in the luminous turquoise window of a lip about to pitch, for that abrupt turn back towards the bottom as if he wanted the weightless drop of the down carve more than he wanted to make it out in one piece. When I first saw it from the back of a jet ski in February, I yelped involuntarily. These things aren't done. Or at least they weren't. Professional big wave surfing is a niche activity practiced only by a handful of brave souls, but millions of video content consumers watch their best efforts or their worst wipeouts, which can drive even more online traffic. Lenny, who is 29, began to light up big wave surfing 5 or 6 years ago with performances that defied understanding. Whipped into position by a jet ski, he would drop the tow rope on a rapidly steepening wave with a 50-foot face and start carving quick little rhythmic turns, then launch a 360-degree aerial rotation as if he were enjoying himself. Possibly he was enjoying himself, but if so, that was unnatural. Those waves were packed with speeding truck crash quantities of violence, and Lenny was going faster, turning harder and more stylishly than anyone before him. All right, so there you can see from the final screen, Aaron Lyton was the one who got those videos. eMusic, I don't exactly know where Jaws is, but the beginning of the video says that it's freight trains. So freight trains is probably not Jaws, but I don't really know. So, and where? Can you maybe step in and point and laugh? Because this is definitely a case of me asking a question that deserves a ha 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 ha. So let's see here. Is this the Jaws? Okay, so Andre, you want my voice for the Siri voice? Yeah, I would love to do a voiceover for something, like get a voiceover gig for something like that. That'd be super awesome. And Darlene, the thing is with these videos that I snagged, I actually snagged them, like, I think maybe the day that producer put them up. And then a few days later, the news started showing those videos. And I was just like, I stole those videos before the news got a hold of them. I was feeling so proud of myself. I mean, I shouldn't be proud of myself for stealing the stuff, but I did give credit. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna get a copyright claim on this stream with that video footage, but oh well, whatever. Copyright claim isn't gonna keep me off of YouTube, and I'm sure that Twitch won't copyright claim me on that one. So Bacola T, oh my gosh, I might have to steal this review that you just gave me. Statter is such a natural at narration. Her voice is captivating, clear, compelling, classy. I love it. I love the alliteration, especially, actually. And Kenny, we need that voice. We needed your voice to narrate the films you watched in high school. There you go. There you go. So let's see here. Poppy Shaney, I can never narrate as I sincerely do not like the sound of my own voice. It kind of weirds me out. Seriously, dude, I know exactly what you're talking about. And honestly, until I was gifted this mic made me able to tolerate my voice. I plugged this mic in, did a little recording, and I was just like, oh, that's not so bad. So honestly, dude, get the right mic. You'll fall in love with your own voice, which may or may not be a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing to fall in love with your own voice, but no, seriously, the mic makes all the flipping difference. And let's see here. Okay, so Anne is telling us the real deal. Freight train is a wave that only breaks once in a blue moon. It's on Kaneohe side of Maui. I knew that it was on the South Shore. That much I did, because all the swells are on the South Shore right now. Or the ones last week were. Okay. And let's see here. And Ma'alea Bay, Maui is where it's at. Yeah, okay, all right. There we go. That's where Kai Lenny is from just down the street from Ma'alea Bay, according to the New Yorker article that I read. So there you have it. Awesome, you guys. So thank you guys so much for putting up with my little act of theft in order to create something. So one day I do plan on actually having that entire article narrated out. Like I said, it's like an 8-page long article. It's a really long article. But I need to figure out a way to like build a studio or a sound booth, because people who know what they're listening for, when I gave them that sample audio, they were just like, there's a fan in the background. Your voice is a little nasally. It comes across a little bit weak. Blah 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 blah. You know, so there's there's some improvements, shall we say? There's some improvements. Yes. So let's see here. Michi Mama, the person makes a difference. You tried to listen to Mary Trump's podcast and had to get out. Harsh, dude. Let's see here. Kenny, you could narrate, but not in your normal voice. Maybe my British voice, or maybe my unabashed redneck voice. There you go. Well, hey, yeah. Unabashed redneck is something that some stories need. Some narrations need that, right? And Picola T, sound booth, Statter's going to be spending some time in the closet. No, actually, I did consider that, but honestly, I'm going to try. Okay, famous last flippin' words. I'm going to try to build something here that is portable, so I can make it so it's not always up. But basically, okay, all right, so I'm going to get myself one of the fancy pants power strips. That way, because I'm the only one in the house, right? That way I can turn my refrigerator off, because the fan that was running in the background, what the people were saying, actually wasn't a fan at all. It was my refrigerator. So I can turn the refrigerator off and maybe build some portable sound dampening things. Because the thing is I don't want to have two different computer setups in two different rooms, because in order to record, you kind of need your computer. But I know that saying all these things out loud has basically doomed me to, okay, you go do this the wrong way, and then get back to us when you decide to do it the right way and convert your flippin' closet into a studio, is really what's going to probably happen. But as we already know, I like to do things the wrong way first. That way I'm sure I'm doing it right, the right way. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have to verify the wrong way before I do the right way. Yeah. And Statter will be in the closet, and one of her cats will be upset that she steals their hiding spot. Actually, I don't let my cats in my closet, because both of my cats are black, right? And the last thing I want to do is have them in the closet in the shadows, and then I shut the closet door. And so basically I just keep the closet doors shut all the time, much to the chagrin of one of my cats, because she knows it's got to be the best hiding spot in there. And she's right, it would be. And she wants to get in there, but she's too tiny to open the sliding door. So yeah, so there you go. Mitchie Mama, encase the refrigerator. Well, see, I can just turn, if I get the Fancy Pants power strip, I keep forgetting what that's called, and I just turn it off, it shouldn't be a problem as long as I remember to turn it back on. But ultimately, Picola tea, yeah, kind of like a styrofoam igloo-ish, it would be what I would be doing. Not quite, but basically that's the goal. And let's see here. C Honda, your previous boss soundproofed his closet to record. Yeah, it's not. It's my second choice, and like I said, it's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be what ends up happening, because I'm stubborn and I'm gonna do it the wrong way first. Dang it. Right? I mean, right? There's one thing I think we've all learned here about me is I'm gonna do it the wrong way first. Dang it. So that's my plan. That's my plan. And Cindy Krause, I could patent my portable sound studio and get a side gig going. I could maybe, but we're putting the cart before the horse here, because I don't know if I'm gonna be that savvy. So we'll see. We'll see. We will see. And Pussycat, you watched as many videos of the South Swells last week. Yeah, no, the South Swells last week, I definitely watched a bunch of the surfing videos, but also I watched a couple like drone videos of the road in South Kihei that was just completely, the road wasn't washed away per se, but basically it was completely covered with sand. So like, I don't know, maybe there's a road under there, I guess. But yeah, those swells this last week definitely, were mind blowing. I mean, come on, dude. People were like surfing real waves at Waikiki. You know, how often does that happen? So, yeah, that was a great South Shore swell. And what made it, I think, super great was it didn't cause a whole bunch of devastation. I mean, yes, there was some minor damage to buildings, etc., but it didn't really cause a huge amount of devastation the way some storms that hit the islands, you know, I think like Maui last year or last winter had a huge storm that caused, you know, major infrastructure and road damage in Kihei, if I remember correctly. And eMusic, you like how my Hono sits over my heart? Yes, it's the perfect length. I feel like, I'm sure you guys know that I wear this most of the time, and I kind of feel naked without it. So the days that I forget it are really, I've actually, if I remembered early enough, like when I'm still in my car in my driveway, I have actually come back in to put it back on. Whereas if I forget my cell phone, I don't always go back and get it. There you go. Let's see here. Pussycat, you caught a South Swell on Queens Beach when you were there. Oh, right on. Excellent. And Andre, just look up portable recording booths. They got a lot of them, but they're not cheap. Yeah, well, I don't really want a booth. I mean, I just need I don't want a room. I've only got 500 square feet in my house, for goodness sake. I can't really, there's not a lot of places to put a booth per se. So I'm hoping to build one of basically cardboard and not styrofoam, like eggshell foam stuff. Oh, Andre, it's a fabric thing that folds up. Oh, now I'm intrigued. Huh, okay. Maybe I don't need to reinvent the wheel. I'll have to look that up. But you said they're not cheap, so I am cheap, that is. Still though, no, I'm gonna look it up though. Awesome, thanks for, I had no idea that there was even, I haven't looked too deeply into this, but I didn't know that you could buy portable studios and or sound booths or whatever. And yeah, I'll look them up to get ideas. Exactly. See, Honda, wrap myself up in bubble wrap. That's cute. No, I don't think I don't the bubble wrap is what we need. It's more the egg crate foam, because you want all of the sound to get absorbed. So, oh, Pecola Tea, they make soundproofing curtains. Oh, well, now that's interesting. I could maybe make a little circular curtain around me or something. Okay, cool. And let's see here. Michi Mama wants to make sure that everybody knows, everybody meaning me, I guess. K is Koichi. Okay, Koichi. So KTA is short for K, Koichi. I'm saying that wrong. Taniguchi Association. Got it. Okay. I mean, I don't have it in the sense that I'm pretty sure I didn't say that right, but I've got it now. Awesome. And okay, so I guess though my next question, Michi Mama, is KTA, are they on Oahu Island as well? Because honestly, I don't recall ever, until PhotoLuke's videos, I literally I don't know what that store is. So let's see here. Kenny, who here besides me has had to go back to the house because they forgot their partial? Not me, but I think that that's a pretty good idea that you go back, because I'll tell you what, dude. I had a friend in roller derby who, when he was 15, he blew up some firework and in his teeth, and he lost a lot of his teeth. And so he wore a partial. Now, I had no idea that I had no idea. But then one day he came to roller derby without his partial in. Dude, kind of freaked me out. Suddenly he has no teeth. And it's well, do I say anything about him having no teeth? It seems a little bit rude. And he probably knows that he doesn't have no teeth. But, dude, seriously, does he, what? He used to have teeth. Now he doesn't have teeth. I don't really know how to respond to that. So I'm kind of glad that you were just maybe it's best if I don't freak people out with my no teeth. And so, okay, so KTA is just on the Big Island. Got it. And Pussycat says buy sheets of styrofoam and paint it. I don't know if styrofoam, the kind that squeaks, I don't know if I want to use that. On the other hand, I need to, do some research before I decide what products to buy. And Andre, they got a little foam box, put your mic in. Yeah, exactly. And that's the type of that's the type of makeshift studio that I'm referring to. It's just the little sound booth that I can talk into and it just absorbs all the sound, etc. But even with that sound booth, if there's a refrigerator running in the background, I'm pointing at my refrigerator even though you can't see it, that sound's going to get picked up, which is why I need to buy myself fancy pants. Let's see here. Fancy, what does it say? I wrote this note. Fancy power strip to turn off fridge is my my note message that I wrote to myself, because I got a cool message pad from Andy Boomatai and from Nani Aloha as choke messages. And because I live by myself, the only person I get to write messages to is me. But that's okay, because already I'm starting to use this pad. Yeah, that's right. And Michi Mama, you supported them because KTA, because they're very philanthropic and gives back a lot to the community. That's awesome. And honestly, even if they were okay, this is really awful of me to say, but honestly, even if they weren't that philanthropic and they didn't necessarily give a whole lot back to the community, I would rather shop at a locally owned and operated store than Safeway or whatever, Safeway obviously is not what's on the islands, but I would rather, I would rather do that. And so, let's see here. So Anne is saying there are neat looking felt panels you can use. Hold on. That look good even if you make your sound nook is in the main room. Oh, awesome. See, I'm so stoked that we're having this conversation because I didn't realize there was really that many. I was going to go do a YouTube search on, a YouTube video search, how to make your own, blah, blah, blah. But it looks like maybe I won't even have to reinvent the wheel because between the felt panels and then the little foam box, it's only $36. That's not bad. I might be able to create something that's maybe workable. Maybe. We'll see. And, and where that's exactly it. It's my choke messages. So far, I only have one messages, but trust me, come the week's end, I'm sure I'll have choke messages. To me, from me, don't forget that. That's it. Pussycat, yes, Luke does have a green screen. I do not, but Luke does. And okay, so Big Island does have a Safeway. Okay, well then that's a perfect example. I would rather shop at KTA than Safeway. There you go. Let's see here. Mitchie Mama, you were supposed to get something from Nani too. Didn't get it. I should ask. I literally just got this like 2 days ago. So I'm guessing things are now just starting to go out. So I wouldn't worry too much yet. I mean, you might want to ask, but literally like just earlier this week. Well, no. Friday. I got this on Friday. So this was, very, not earlier this week. I was thinking like Tuesday. No, I got it on Friday. So, let's see here. Kenny from the Cove. Sometimes acoustic ceiling tile glued to the wall can be used for soundproofing. Did that a lot in your old job. Yeah, I don't want to glue anything to anything that's permanent. But at the same time, that's good to know that I could maybe use those ceiling tiles in a way other than on the ceiling. So, let's see here. Shock, you can discuss this with your personal sound engineer if I like. Yeah, well, we will. I have no doubt that we will be having these discussions. It was your personal sound engineer, after all, that was all like, I can hear the fan. Like, shit, I couldn't. Honestly, I didn't know my refrigerator even. I mean, my refrigerator, I know, makes a noise when it cycles on, but like, I didn't realize just how loud the refrigerator is when it's not cycling. And I truly thought that it was silent, but then, Shock, your husband was just like, oh yeah, no, there was a fan, and the fan actually wasn't, it was the fridge. All of a sudden, my fridge is the loudest flippin' thing. Like, now that I know that there's something to hear, I can totally hear it. And it's just like, oh, I didn't know that I was just tuning that sound out. Literally, I thought my fridge was silent. It's not. Yeah. So, let's see here. Wait, Anne's telling me something, that there are peel and stick acoustic squares that will come off of the wall. Oh, that's kind of nice. Okay. And yeah, check out Amazon for ideas. Because I don't really like Amazon. So, let's see here. Oh, you got the Aloha button, Rick. Excellent. Did you just get it? So, or did you recently get it, I'm assuming? And let's see here. Andre, thank you so much for the 200 biddies, and Shock recreating the conversation. What do you think of this? Averts eyes, winces. Yeah, exactly. No, Shock, I was expecting your husband's ear being the golden ear that it is. I was expecting everything that he said. I was basically expecting, and honestly, I was expecting like a lot more. So I'm very thankful that he held back, because I can only assume that he did. But I'm also very thankful for the little tips that he gave me. So, let's see here. Kenny from the Cove, you can use other things to glue the tiles to non-permanently to the walls. Yeah, we're gonna, we're definitely going to be exploring all of these different ideas, as it were. And yes, Anne, exactly. Just don't forget to plug in the fridge after. Yeah, that is an issue, but I have a feeling that only once will I make that mistake, and it'll never get made. The mistake will never get made again. And luckily, when I open my refrigerator door, the lights do, my light bulb does go on. So there would be a cue the first moment I open my fridge door would just be like, oh shoot. So hopefully I'm not a big enough stoner that I would forget, but I'm not promising anything. And Andre, hope the rat does not get to it when the fridge is powered off. Oh, Andre, I used to have a rat that lived in my fridge, like when it was on. And in fact, actually, the reason why I knew that there was a rat living in the fridge was the rat had pulled a plastic grocery bag in to like make its nest or whatever, but it got caught in the fan. And so suddenly my fridge was just like making this horrible noise. And so I pulled the fridge out to see what was going on, saw that there was droppings, cleaned it all out. But the fridge doesn't need to not be working in order for a rat to decide that this is a warm, cozy place to be living in. Trust me, dude. Just, I really wish you were right, man, but you're not. Unfortunately, you are not. And what is the stone in Mahono? Honestly, I have asked a quadrillion times, and I can't remember. It's something pink. It's a pink something. It's a pink stone. I wish I could tell you. I forget. And Michi Mama, you're on the lanai and laughing at your comments. Yeah, well, there you go. And yes, Anne, it was not in the fridge. It was like in the outside of the back of the, the housing, as it were. And oh, can I put it up to the camera? Yeah, probably. Now, will the camera know what to do with it? Hard to say. Let's find out. There's this stuff that looks like chewed bubblegum. Can't remember its name. Kenny, I think I know what you're talking about. And I think I put it away. I know what you're talking about. It's blue usually, and it's a Loctite product, and I have some. So there you go. I don't think it's rose quartz, but it might be. Here's let's see here. Oh, I don't know how to use my hands. It's not picking up the detail. Honestly, I want to say it is an agate, but I honestly don't know. And yes, Michi Mama, this is absolutely one of Camo Element's honus. This was one of them that Andy auctioned off, and I believe Tim from LA was the original person who won it. And then Tim was just like, I'm not gonna wear it, so he donated it back to Andy to re-auction. And then what was her name? Honey Girl. She kept like winning it and then donating it back and winning it and donating it back. And then eventually I like swooped in and was like, I'm gonna win it, and I am not gonna be donating it back. I want to wear this thing. Because when I saw it from the first moment, I was like, I want that one. And then Tim won it and was like, dang it. And then he donated it back and I was like, I am gonna get that. And I did. So there you have it. And garnet, no, it's not a garnet. And let's see here. Looks like the agates you sent on the postcard that you sent. I do believe, is there such thing as rose agate or pink agate? Because I think that's what it is. And Pussycat, I have 2 cats and still have rats. Tell Kitty he's fired. Oh, Pussycat, it's worse than that. It is worse than that. Who the flying fork do you think it is that brings the rats inside? Yeah, the rats don't just come in my house. The rats are smart. They know that there's cats that live here. The rats do not just come into my house. No, my cats go out, find a rat, and then they're like, well, it'd be way more fun to play with inside. So they bring the rat inside, and then they play with it, and then sometimes the rat disappears into the nooks and crannies of the house, and then the cats are like, well, now I can't find it, so I'm gonna spend the next 2 days just sitting here where the last time I saw it. And so yeah, no. And no, they don't bring them home as pets. They bring them home as toys. And then the toys, being still alive, decide, I don't really want to be a toy here. So the toy runs away and then hides behind the refrigerator, finds a plastic bag, builds a nest inside or whatever. And where rat traps, you have to understand, I have 2 of them right now. Right currently as we speak, I have 2 of them set up in 2 different areas where I think there might be rats a-lurkin. Oh yeah. So, yeah. Thanks, Kitty. That's exactly it. Thanks, Kitty. And, so let's see here. All right. It is a little bit past the bottom of the hour, so we are going to wind it up. However, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out today and really bringing the chat. This was super awesome. And I want to let you guys know that for once in my life, I know what movie we're going to watch on Saturday, Statterbox at the Cinema. Statterbox at the Cinema, we are going to be watching a movie called Sons of Halava. Sons of Halava is a movie by Quasi Films with Molokai Matt. He's a YouTube creator, and he was the director and the producer of this video. And it is all about the island of Molokai, and you might even see some familiar faces in that movie. So, come join us on Saturday, 6 p.m. West Coast time, next Saturday, that is, July 31st, and we'll be watching the movie Sons of Halava. And awesome. So, let's see here. Andre, thank you so much for the 300 biddies. And yeah, there we have it today. I want to thank everyone for the gift subs, the resubs, all of the hype trainee biddies and everything. And I hope that you guys can enjoy the new emotes, both the pretty one, the flower, and you know, that half-assed one that got thrown out there too. All right then, I will see you on Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Have a good one.